Okay, there we go. Had to reset some stuff before the capture card wanted to work. But, you know, it happens. It happens. So we're going to start working on
Do you suppose it's
side
magic
quests.
keeping the thing afloat?
What else could it be?
Kind of Oracle.
So there's a new mother.
Pining for something, boy. What is it? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing. Clap that there iron on him to...
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for.
I'm sorry, Talk. Sorry for making you... Let's get that thing off you. Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, can't you?
Not nearly as much as you.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10...
Your kindness is appreciated.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to, then?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
All right, Toggle. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more... Do you have a better hint? Unless... You've already given me one. Back on the... Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in... almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there. Vivian, and I'll be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clyde. But tracking it down...
Please. It's only right that I return the favor.
You are too... Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying. I spoke with Hippocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might... But perhaps...
If you say so.
Forgive me, but this book... It set me on the path to becoming who I am.
All right, Sid. Come to buy...
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project.
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em if it's durability you're looking for.
I do. Will any old adamant?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard.
I'll keep that in mind.
new quest. A new hunts.
Through...
There's something about it.
Ah, Harpocket. I've been...
And you see one who...
Right as always. But she did...
And... Clive, if the young professor has... I fear she asks the impossible.
The executors.
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks. Chronicling as it does, the true is a tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become wide, or so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organ?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them?
Sadly, all that is known of the executors, you may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their lead.
Then my hunt was doomed from... What was Vivian expecting?
Not from thin air, no. Rumors of the executors are rife, but rather less so across the strait. I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare... Alas, I have heard naught from... But, though he did not mention it by name, it is possible, if you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the...
Very well. I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. I have quite the find for you today.
I swear, I thought the falls were gonna play more of a...
What subject shall we consider today?
Bestiary complete. It is indeed complete. A few more mysteries. Another horn. Okay. Persons of interest. I'm missing one person.
Did you learn everything you needed?
let's do this area first. I don't want to go into Boogaloo. I feel like that would be fun.
It's still here. After all these... Lots more than I remember. And
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
if you're sure, hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to... All right, all right. I'm coming.
Torgal's like, no shit.
I think I know where we're going.
quite a view.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Looking for mid. Gotta collect some oil from somewhere in this area.
Mid's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
So there should be two. There's the second one.
This should be enough.
Nothing left in Lusaria. Bunch down here, so this will probably be the last spot I go. But we spent very little time in the Lude. Let's go there.
Let's go. Thanks, Gal. entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Obviously have a fight in this central area. We're gonna explore all of them. Chest, which so far nothing. This door.
This is a royal army. His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Maybe somebody come out and be like, oh, I see you have a copy of that book. This big open area.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who...
Then we need not waste time. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and...
Your care?
That is not... But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed.
Then I'll have to I won't let you erase,
Then we find ourselves... Very well. The book can just as easily be...
Get rid of the
Let's
first
see,
one
shall-
real quick. Hey, sister. I'm just doing more of the side quest.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
There's
It
reasons.
lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single. It is a question of numbers. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason,
So you're trying to control the truth?
we are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them. That is all. You may keep the book. The world is small. Until then.
Wait. Damn it.
Just Batman away.
Let's get this back to Vivian.
And okay.
Time to fight. Back to the stables, girl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Again, another apt area for a small fight.
It's locked. I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
There's another door. Get some shiny. We're in this door. Bench, not a chest.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among them.
Corpse.
This must be the registry.
Two of them turned to stone. One of them died of starvation. One of them died to training. Horrible.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. And where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. Nice try.
I need to see something real quick. On his ability. Oh, that's gonna be okay. So the steel counter, that one that's right in the middle, after a successful parry, there's a trophy for doing that like 3 times in a fight.
Nice try. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Fast travel down to here.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
say anything? First thing we start doing with our points is getting stuff unlocked.
No mistakes. Nice try. Too slow.
it is this way.
Caution, brother.
I don't feel like it's getting too boss. Chest, no loot. Oh,
There were no guards out.
None manning the gates. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling. If Chadwick was being held here,
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check the ground floor.
then I'll search the upper level. Good luck.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life. So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when...
So, in other words, there's going to be a boss fight.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that. They were feeding bearers to it.
Whoa.
Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
That door.
Too slow. No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison.
I know. Bearers die every day in service of their master. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits. And not just those who could fight, but those who wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key. But it doesn't...
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors down. Finish up here.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have a boss fight in there. that was a much faster way down.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh. Well, let's keep wandering around first.
A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone?
Some of the guards, they're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Thank the Found.
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing.
Did
What?
he fought the monster? He must have sent you. Where is he? He opened your...
Chadwick.
Was that
We have to get out.
Doris?
All right. You put that...
It's out there waiting for me. I
Oh,
can't
it's a
let it live.
behemoth.
Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Behemoth model, at least. Yep, I had a feeling that there were going to be some bad guys.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Thanks, boy. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. There be light!
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think. What is it?
A diary. He was here.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last.
Chadwick.
Come on. We have to get her.
No. I'll see that she's looked after from now on.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's fine. I thank the flames we found.
I know. I'm sorry we weren't.
There's no need to apologize. How he fought to the bitter end. That's the man I remember.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past.
Of course. You already met my former master. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was... For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the quest. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master.
But even in captivity, the battles... And he died, not as someone...
Hyde Marie is proof of that. And the curse breakers will show... I'll fight until my dying breath to see it.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, since I'm here.
Vivian, I found it.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let... He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes...
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people, as the sad history of the Bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, and that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination...
Do you still feel that way?
Honestly? I'm not entirely sure anymore. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had it. But the more I study, the more I find... So if you'll permit me, I'd like to remember, Clive. Give the men and women of this benighted...
I'll try, Vivian.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
I don't know what it does. If that on and I don't even have skill on it anymore. I mean, a blanket 5% is not bad. You finally have new hunts? It does. Hornet can reload. We're gonna do the side quest, then we'll worry about that. Unless I just happen to stumble on it.
I hear that you travel. Did you by any chance?
I did.
If the bear. The director was a brutal man.
The registry was all I found, but there was no sign of a body. Or any record of what happened.
I pray that at least all their names are here. My friends. I can still remember children who would no explanation ever.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman. It's not your fault. See that their names live on.
I'm going to write a book. An account of the Hall of Valisthea, and in the name of those I lost.
Neither will I.
These records.
That'll be a level up. 1,000 points. Let's see what notes I have.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen her.
First the skies, then the crystal.
It's usually me making demands of hypocrisy. Swordsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion. But I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Cid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left. I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, but as you say, that was...
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. It is one of my greatest, and what he truly needed. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where...
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are there is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across. Whether they still survive there, I know not.
It's all right. I'll find you a...
Thank you, Clive. And...
I was thinking we got everything done, but no. There are some hunts over here, of course, but you know. Only doing hunts right now if I stumble across them.
Let's go.
I should... Undoubtedly going to be enemies here.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
There's the skill counter.
slow. Too slow. I needed that. Nice try.
There's no explanation anywhere on how to do parry properly. Tutorial messages here. Parry.
Nice try.
Yes, I'm gonna sit here and wait because I want to do the parry.
Nice try.
There we go. That's all I wanted. So it's actually a second, like a split second before that.
Nice try.
Yeah, parries are
There they are.
pretty damn hard to get because you have to
Might
time
as
it
well pick
perfectly.
enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Like you have to start the attack animation at just the right moment. Oh, so there's more down here. There's gotta be a side quest that eventually leads to. Well, hopefully I find some. Oh, now we go. Go here. Nineteen yards, right here.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril.
You found...
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his...
The day before we left for...
What are these plans?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of, with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common... Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his life.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, nor would he have entrusted those who would have stood with you, shielded you.
It's a pity only they are still with him.
'Tis true that those most loyal to your father, but one at least...
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better, after all. The duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will, and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your...
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
No. Say no.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shield. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift.
Lift up your head, lady. You have our gratitude. For your son.
I merely did my duty, as any...
My lady, what exactly is the...
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Alas, he did not. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finish, but with his grace long since gone. And the stone, you are grown men now. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the hearts, I know that nothing would have pleased...
Thank you.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much...
Do you know where we might find this?
I do. Though it is found in the bellies of elder griffins. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, your grace. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its move. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
What say you, Josh?
What else? Titan's Wake.
Turtle's here. Wait. Let's go here. Let's get the turtle fight. Turtle.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
In plain sight? Apparently?
You deserve a rest. It looks like we found it.
Go for the finisher. And the fireworks start.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype. Fly, Ambrosia. Eyes peeled, Joshua.
I remember Griffin's
There it is. For House Rossfield. this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Here, take a look at my wares. Anything else? Of course.
Thank the Griffin is...
And the Heartstone?
Yes. This radiant luster light. Thank you, your father would...
Lady Goditha.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me, I shall... The armbands are complete. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent...
It's a message. Enemies who would thwart his...
And don't...
Indeed. His Grace knew, but it was a promise.
Thank you for remaining the steadfast custodian of our...
Forgive me, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the Duke, even if the armbands were incomplete. So...
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was of the deep... In the days before the... I tried to warn your father, but it was when word of the fire reached Rosalith.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father wasn't, and so my pursuit continued. He informed me that his Grace's will had been recovered.
Lady Goditha.
As do I.
Thank you, Mike, for coming.
Yes, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance.
It is.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, let him see that you have received.
I suppose it would be... What do you say, Clive?
I was hoping...
Your father's helm is ensured. Since the day we recover, I prithee claim it, and I do not doubt that your father would...
Thank you, Cyril.
I'm gonna take a quick restroom break. I will be right back. Okay. There's another one while we're here.
Lord Marquis?
What is it?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to... He sent an owl some while ago, but...
Was he surveying an...
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Alt. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully cognizant of the risks, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of... Though he has been silent for some days now, yet it seemed only right to... For as you so earnestly advised me, it would...
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl, Mickleberg was its name. It lies in the southern... If aught...
Right.
You are much too kind. Go then, with...
You to the top. Yep. I was thinking that's gonna be...
Faster!
Okay. Jump over anything, can't step over a rock. Even know this path was here. Last time we came through.
Might this be Mickleburg?
You deserve a rest. These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough. What is going on here? Ah. Heed the call. No, to be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find...
Is that so?
What are you doing here?
It is my home.
You keep saying that.
They came here to perform the rite. This village, where they shall cast their soul.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, let free up.
They want to... Forgive me. But didn't...
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes.
Thank you.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did.
This is a
At least the Third Chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Excuse me.
I am. Lord Rosfield.
That's right. And you must be the Third Chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill, much less you.
He said that you had failed to report.
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more you have seen them at their prayer. They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord, praying night and day that they might be rid of their, not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but serve him with all. I too swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master. And so I would see these people safe, that they might do their duty to their Lord.
You do understand?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills, and I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the... Forgive me, my lord. But I must remain here. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out what.
There's a door opening or closing or a elevator. Or an aether flood.
An ether flood. There must be some... Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready. What now?
That's a big boy.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Random torgle sounds. On iron, okay.
Damn it!
Idiot.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me. I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me? Of course. Your duty will be done. Look, my lord. They are saved. They are saved. I should get this report to Sir.
Here, take a look at my wares. Come again.
My lord I'm glad
I met with your third chair, Cyril.
Thank you, my lord. He remained and...
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelburg.
If you could not say...
The villagers, they prayed to their god that they might be unburnt. Then an ether flood came. Your brother sacrificed himself, even knowing that life...
Then he perished defending liberty. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of it. Matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision we live according to the teachings of our order, for better or...
But he didn't die for your creed, and you still believe that what he...
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, and this was his will.
I'd like to know this man, to know the names of all the Undying who've fallen. They died serving my house. That is my...
Of course, I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, the greatest honor of my life to serve, though our duties may differ. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters.
There's the other. There's one more. There's something else I need for sword. This one. Tomorrow is likely to be more side quests.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten gil, perhaps?
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost...
You're really going to go through with this?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my...
It's the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized. I can think of only one place where they are...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A damn big... The League of Outlaws encampment was completely
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned...
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make... Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change it. The children stay with me for now. I need to tell them to prepare for a full...
Understood.
I'll do what I can to... You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to...
Why do they always have to make such a... What do you want?
To pass on an important... There's been an ether flood. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering is... They're no longer just bandits. You need to begin preparing for a...
Oh, do we? And...
Lubor, perhaps? The man you may believe his lies,
But why would he lie?
Some twisted attempt at... If he had not been unmasked, he may well... A great honor for one of his... One, he might well feel aggrieved at having...
Lord Underhill, Lubor cannot be...
You may not trust me. If there is any chance...
There isn't. Now be off.
Okay.
You're making a mistake.
Let the city burn.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
We're gonna have to go fight the Akasha.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid.
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie, but they've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor's the bloody which means the town guard can't be counted, but I can. You only have to...
I appreciate.
Sid! Ferda!
Victor?
I couldn't abandon, and Lubor is in need at this very moment.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, You will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on!
Just go.
Lubor. Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to... Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct...
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were like. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bit. The town guard will muster at the north gate. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the... And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position. And Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers and the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barrack and tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but I would like you to travel to the home of our main host is most likely still there. And Dalamil will not be safe.
A little gardening.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily.
So you... All right now?
Looks like everyone's ready.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? Can't leave a single one alive. The League is... I should get back to Dalam.
All the Akashic we were able to... Seems that might be...
Last of them hit.
Lubo, sit.
Clive! What?
It's done.
I knew you.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been, and we need not fear the arrival of victory is.
We bloody. Lubor. After all you have done for this.
But we did. We only hope that you can.
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly.
I see. But I will.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, unity is the key to defending Dalamil. And I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will.
Of course.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are.
As we failed to do, and came so.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is.
What's a special hat?
How fickle. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to. And now, here.
Lubo.
Fear not. You are, of course. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you, and not just the children.
Can't have all your hard work going to.
We're gonna get some like people reveal it. Give me a second, I need to check on something. So that's gonna start the quest line if I could do that one. For the time being. This is an area in this zone I haven't been to.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think they're strong enough?
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies. That I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the...
It's just back there.
Wondered what this was when I found it.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
A lot of the curiosities. Okay. And while you're telling me that, let's go over to North Reach. Oh, actually, let's go turn these two for the one into Mr. Hyperborea. I'm gonna go talk to Mid.
did it?
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Oh,
It's no trouble. Your Highness.
No.
No, our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates? No. Not after everything I have taken countless, all because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his...
Then that is all the more retest your resolve.
I must, at the very least, offer him my... Very well, then.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
What's this?
A stolas quill, or more precisely, It is said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just so consider this, that one day you may put down your sword.
Well, thank you, Harpocrates.
Ooh. Not bad at all. Go look at the curiosities real quick. Okay, no, and check the misses. Funny how they actually do have regional handwritings.
If Joshua's worried about...
First the skies.
Let's see.
So what do I owe the honour? So, will it be?
One more orichalcum and a dark steel. This little jump.
And?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen us.
And it's a trophy ready with it.
Mid?
You make it sound like I asked you to say.
Tell me.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised under cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Gear's that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling.
Wait, the children. When they took... Now that I think about it, they didn't use it.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I'll keep working on the model. You...
All comes full circle.
Sid!
She wasn't hiding. She's just busy working on...
A new invention? Is it an
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special. A brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh, the one you forgot.
We saved it, just in case.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then all the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds. Just in case.
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear?
That's all for now.
Thanks, Sid.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Well?
They did. And they...
Will it work?
What exactly are you going to use?
Only the most The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog, well... You... That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it? And I reckon I've got a fair few good...
I'm sure you do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Keep one to see.
How are you doing? Here you go.
I've already grabbed them all.
Always something in there.
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
Joshua. I don't think I'd realized how different, but...
I suppose it's not...
She doesn't think she belongs.
And that's why we need to to let her know that we still need her. Now, but how to do that?
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual... And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up...
To see the snow daisies. It was the first time Father had allowed us to... And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the country.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before it was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say...
Then it seems you and Jill have
Man's Hill.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it...
You're saying I should go and scout the area?
I'm saying we...
We're gonna grab the one by the veil and then...
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Your town needs you. I need you. But the Duke would have me clapped in irons.
All the ambient dialogue.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to fall. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, so I was wondering if you would lend them your strength.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. Philippe told me he had met...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the...
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town... I wish to speak to you about what...
Very well. I trust you'll forgive...
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his... Indeed, I owe you my... for continuing to argue against his... Yet I fear he is not one to be... He must be made to face the con...
And who?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach.
Does that not seem a trifle?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless my father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced, but he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve. He's scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged, but he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common. We must fight.
Fight him? No. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father, while I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False, but I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend me this, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that's... which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and...
Family.
I'm sorry. Well, yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Right away.
It's just a pity I...
Goes out there. Huh. This one might be quick to take care of. Oh, it's like right here. Right here.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared.
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only...
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know.
Then why not ask someone?
Someone in the backyard.
Okay. Alright, I'm calling it a night. Y'all have a good one.